Hi. So today I bought two new shirts. Oh, very cheap actually. Costed me only 500 each. This one's 500. This one's 500. This is some color. So 1000 bucks gone here. I've not even started earning money and I'm already started spending. So yeah, what should I talk today? Today I'm planning to speak about all those unit economics that I have been crunching. I have been crunching numbers today the whole day, like trying to cut cost everywhere wherever possible. Not on the ingredient side but the packaging side. Like I have tried and errored so many different styles of packaging. The basic packaging that all those generic protein bars comes, those, I think it's called PPOB something, I don't remember. All those max protein, whole fruit, yoga bar, all those bars, that the type of packaging that they come in, for those kind of packaging you need to mass produce, okay? And I'm someone who is, and when you say mass produce, it means like at least at least 5000 bars, at least, I think even more, I guess. And I'm someone who's trying to make uh, only 500 bars at the initial stage at least. So for that was like not me, although that would have been very much cheaper, but again they won't do 500 bars. So second option I went was something of like foil wrapping, all those food, uh, in these stalls where they sell sambar, liquid sambar, in that silver color aluminum foil. That was my second thought. In there I would just put it there, adjust it according to the shape of the bar, and then put a sticker. This way it would have looked very cheap, very cheap. Third idea that I had was, although the packaging would have costed very less, but it would have looked very cheap obviously, and I didn't want it to make my product a cheap product. Third idea went is those medicine box kind of thing, where you package it in a medicine type packaging, those cuboid shape packaging. That was one idea. Fourth idea went to the matchbox idea. Third idea didn't execute because it was also like you need to have minimum 5000, 10,000 orders to make that. Fourth idea I went with the matchbox idea. Matchbox idea is what? It's very simple, there is one, what you call, the sleeve, and then there is the box. You put the box inside that sleeve, that shell. So that making that shell is very simple. You just need one A4 size sheet, and you just have to fold, like origami it in that hollow cuboid shape. And I've thought that's very easy to do for me. And then again, just put sticker labeling. And for that packaging of that thing, I have a vision. I don't know whether I will be able to execute that or not, but I will definitely try it. The thickness of my paper I have chosen is 400 GSM. It's very thick. The reason why I've chosen that thick, for that grit, okay, my protein bar is anyway very brittle, so just to keep that shape I need to have a bit, cost wise, it's, I think, obviously not as cheap as those first two, but definitely maybe when I mass produce, I'll definitely go with the first option where those generic packaging, but as of now I'll stick to that packaging that I have been thinking. It's very, it will be very complicated to explain it by video, but in my head there is a vision, and it looks totally different. Vision and the actual product, it looks totally different. It will look totally different, so I don't know whether it will look good or not. Also, there is one more problem with my fourth packaging idea, that earlier I was thinking of the craft paper, and when you think of craft paper, you have to, like, yes, sorry, like craft papers, they don't come in like thick, I think. At least I didn't find it in Flipkart, Amazon, anywhere possible. Maybe they mass produce it, but not like in generic. So yeah, craft papers are also not available. I was also doing all the math, like how much the cost of goods sold, the cogs, how much it costs me to make, and then how much for what price I'm selling, all those. And then there's certain profit margin. Oh, I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos about the yoga bar, whole truth, max protein. I've been watching all those videos, and especially those yoga bar, how she managed to sell. And I've learned very important things. Today I watched about videos on distribution. Today I watched videos on yoga bar. Today I've learned how distribution works. I was also trying to read book, but again, in that office situation, it's difficult to read a book. And then yeah, what else? Costing, how much I need to pay to a retail and how much money I will left with. And I was also skeptical, like in my head I'm thinking that my bars will at least sell 700 bars I can sell in this 1 year, but reality can be totally different. Reality can be that only 20 bars are sold. Like, so much, you don't know na, expectation versus reality. So fingers crossed, I'll do it as much marketing, as much positive marketing as possible. One more thing about this is that, like, there's I have there's a certain kind of jealousy. Okay, this jealousy factor also is there. What if, like, because all the students that are studying there are of all equal of me, and in fact better in terms of like mind, like brains, better in terms of what, confidence, better in terms of everything, looks better in terms of height is a very something that I don't have, better in terms of financially, so they're better in every ways. And there is a certain kind of jealousy that I have observed. It happens that if someone who is of my same level is doing far better than me, why should I support that guy? This is the jealousy that happens inside people's mind, and this is very bad. I make sure I don't, I try my best to not have that certain kind of jealousy, and in fact I support people who are trying to improve themselves, who are trying to make up something for themselves as much as I can. And I hope this thing doesn't backfire me, that I'm trying to build something inside my campus and people don't support it. That's one very big thing, concern about that I'm having right now. So fingers crossed, and hopefully I succeed.